What's up, everybody? The Taxman is back with another draft. My name's Kyle. Thanks for joining. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button while you're here. We're doing a Underdog Dalmatian tournament. It's $101 to enter. You can do up to 3. I got the first pick, so let's go. We're going to be taking Jahmyr Gibbs. But yeah, this is a great format for a tournament. The Dalmatian 2. So yeah, it's $101 to enter. You can do 3, and it's 4 out of 12 advance. So easier advance rate. 1 out of 5 in week 15, 1 out of 8, and then it's only a 23 seat final to win $30,000. So I like the format with it only being a 23 seat final. I'm going to go ahead and get Jahmyr Gibbs here. Really like to get one Jahmyr Gibbs when you only get 3 bullets in this tournament. The fantasy gods blessed me with that one. Let's see. I don't know anybody in this draft. But yeah, if there's one person, I wanted to talk about Jalen Waddle when I was on stream tonight, and he's just a guy that, like, I'm trying to leave with him in every single one of my drafts. I might just go ahead and reach up for him. He usually goes where I feel like he doesn't make it back, but it's just like, I don't know. It is going to be hard for me to take him over these guys, but it would make my roster unique. And he's a guy that he's going to a Denver team that was number 1 in pass attempts last year. I really like the coaching staff there. And he's a player that, like, in 2022, he had 1,300 yards and 8 touchdowns. And then Miami's offense kind of imploded on itself. So I don't blame him for, being slow the past few years. I blame his situation. I think his talent is elite. And now he goes to an offense that needs his talents. Like, Denver last year was missing this type of wide receiver. They have Cortland Sutton there, which actually helps him. They have 3 good running backs there, which also helps him. Defenses can't just like key in on Jalen Waddle. And in best ball, it's perfect because we just want his spike weeks, which he can break off for long touchdown passes because he's fast. So he's a guy I just want to be leaving with in all of my drafts. But typically he goes like at the 3-4 turn. A lot of times he makes it to like 45, but he never really makes it back to Jahmyr Gibbs. His ADP is 38, which is right at the beginning of the 4th round. So I'd basically be taking him a round above, but it's like Jalen Waddle can outproduce Rashee Rice any week. And this is where Rashee Rice goes. Like, sure, Rashee Rice may have we're projecting him for a better season overall, but we're looking for weekly upside in these tournaments. We're building a deep roster. We don't need, it's not redraft, but even in redraft, I just like Jalen Waddle, so it's a player that I want more exposure to. I don't have as much exposure as I should, considering my thesis, and I'm very into this player, so I might as well get more exposure. My conviction, that's the word I was looking for. My conviction doesn't match my exposure. Write that down. Your conviction should match your exposure. If you feel like you get any value, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. See, it's just hard for me to take him over George Pickens, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. So yeah, pull Jalen Waddle up. George Pickens I really like, but we're pulling Jalen Waddle up in 101 Dalmatian 2 draft. Let's go. But yeah, subscribe to the channel. We got exciting things on the way. I'm going for my 3rd year in a row of positive ROI. If you really break it down, my return on investment the past 2 years has been I would say an average of 500%. So we'll see how I do this year. I'm doing more volume, so I expect my like naturally my ROI might come down. And obviously there's so much luck and variance that goes into it. But I also believe that I create my own luck with my roster construction, my player takes. I feel like I legitimately have an edge. And if I can do it 3 years in a row, then I just feel like, at least to myself, I've proven that I can do it. So a lot of guys in here doing wide receiver, estrogen, start of the draft. So they could be looking to take running backs later on in the draft. I just want to double check these settings and make sure. I mean, I'm pretty positive, but they did release a field general today, which is like a super flex. I'll do some streams later on with the super flex. But yeah, we're starting 3 wide receivers. In the super flex, you only start 2 wide receivers. So you can build out a lot more like 6 wide receiver rooms and just load up on handcuffs, running backs. That's how I like to play the super flexes, honestly. Like a 3-7-6-4 build. You can do stuff like that. You get extra picks in that one. So yeah, this is just going to be a unique combination. Jahmyr Gibbs, Jalen Waddle. This is the first year I'm maxing out BBM. So hopefully I can make one team to the final would be sweet. We'll see. It's just hard. I did a lot of them at the beginning of the year. And I wish I would have saved more. It's like I got screwed with Jaden Higgins. I thought he was a great pick this year. And then he tears his ACL. I had like 15% of him, unfortunately. But that's okay. A lot more injuries are going to be coming. I'm starting to warm up to the idea of Baishal Tootin. And I will take him here. And then I'm going to pair him up with Terry McLaurin. They play each other week 17, so I'm getting a correlation there in the final week. And I just like the Jacksonville Jags offense, like for best ball purposes. Like, I don't know. I like him a lot more in best ball now that I think about it. Same with like Hampton. Like these guys are in good offenses, and we don't need to pick and choose when we start them. We just need their spike weeks. And he's like a matchup nightmare because he's so fast. Same with Hampton. Because of his size and speed, he's a matchup nightmare. And that's all we need is, and that keeps him fresh as well. It keeps him healthy. Sometimes you're just playing the I can have more healthy guys than the field. Especially when I have like a Jahmyr Gibbs. So yeah, I really like to start this team. Really like reaching on Waddle here. Gives me uniqueness. I pair him with Drake London and Terry McLaurin. 2 great best ball picks. Excuse me. The Little Dalmatian released as well. I've been trying to get some volume with this. I think I've done probably 15 of them now. I think you can do like 101 actually. So 16 I've done, which it's $20,000 to first place, which is just awesome considering you only have to pay $1. 4 running backs early with this guy. Big dog filled very quickly this year, I feel like. I was hoping to get one more in, but it filled. But yeah, Jalen Waddle, I just really like this fit. And he's the one guy, him and AJ Brown are the two guys that like switch teams that stick out to me like a sore thumb. They both go to better offenses, and I just really like their talent. They're both still in the prime of their career. They both got paid a lot of money because they are good. We're basically just agreeing with the GMs who get paid millions of dollars to make these decisions. And no, this is not a Jalen Naylor promotion. It's just a completely different offense. I need to get some BBM teams like this. I have like 5 BBMs left. I could start doing more DraftKings. This thing always pops up. Sorry about that. Coming back up on the clock. Could look to take a quarterback here. Jaden Daniels. Could look to take 2 quarterbacks. I don't mind that at all. It's only a 23-person final, so I don't necessarily need stacks. Caleb Williams plays Jahmyr Gibbs week 17. Okay, yeah. Joe Burrow's here too. I'm going to go Caleb Williams and Drake May. So double elite quarterback. Caleb Williams plays Jahmyr Gibbs week 17. And then I can backstack Drake May with his tight ends or Romeo Dobbs. Caleb Williams as well. I can get some backstacks in the last few rounds if I want to. But yeah, really like that elite quarterback play right there. These are the 2 up and coming. These 3: Drake May, Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels. The difference is Jaden Daniels is coming off an injury, and in my opinion, I mean they do have Stephon Diggs there now, so he does have good weapons, but I don't know. I just like Caleb Williams and Drake May a little bit more. So yeah, my team is pretty stacked at the moment. So another thing to note is it 3 or 4 teams advance out of this? So yeah, 4 teams advance out of this. That is very interesting. Because it could be beneficial for me to take another quarterback then. Because it increases my chances of just getting spike weeks every single week. And, you always have 2 quarterbacks for the bye weeks. And injury concerns, it protects my money. If one gets injured, I can still easily advance. So yeah, we'll see if I get any quarterback value to fall. So this guy's just ripping running backs. Takes his 5th one in Blake Corum. This helps your advance rate as well when you just have a stacked running back room because of injuries. Just protects yourself from injuries and stuff. But honestly, I don't love this range of running backs. Could look to take a tight ends. Okay, so again, I really like this move by me. I get a stack here with Brock Purdy and Stribling. Stribling is my highest exposed player. My bags are packed with him. And like I said, I really like this strategy of going 3 quarterbacks. Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be carrying my running back room. And if he doesn't, this team's dead anyway. So might as well wait on running back. Don't mind the idea of taking Chris Rodriguez with Bashal Tutin and just locking in the Jags backfield. That protects myself from injury as well. If one of them gets injured, the other one is boosted up. One guy I want to been getting more exposure of is Matthew Golden, to be honest. He was a first round pick last year. He's going to receive so much more opportunity because Green Bay gets rid of Wicks and Romeo Dobbs. I feel like this is where you should be taking wide receiver after like RJ Harvey and Blake Corum. It's like now it's time to start taking wide receiver here, in my opinion, or quarterback. But like I don't want Jordan Mason. This is like dead zone. Jordan Mason, JCM, Chuba Hubbard, J.K. Dobbins, injury prone. At least he can give you some usable weeks, maybe at the beginning of the year when he's healthy. But I wouldn't want to rely on him. So yeah, as you can see, I took Stribling well past his ADP, but I really just don't care. And there was no way he was, I mean, he could have made it back to me, but it was just way too risky. If there's anyone in this room like me that just likes Stribling, like they're going to be taking him. And if he is who we think he is, it's going to be a good pick. It's like, who was I going to take above him? Jordan Mason? No, thank you. No chance. Jordan Mason doesn't catch passes. He's in a pretty bad offense. The only reason I would want any shares of him, and honestly, the only reason I've gotten any shares of him is because he plays the New York Jets in week 17. But so honestly, I'd rather have Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones catches passes. So I don't have a tight end yet. I could look to take Dalton Kincaid. Aaron Jones is here. So Dalton Kincaid goes. What other tight ends? Okay, I was thinking about taking Romeo Dobbs, but that makes my decision much easier. I'm just going to rip 2 running backs right here. Lock in this backfield of Jacksonville. See, I really like the way I'm drafting this team. It's very unique. 3 anchor quarterbacks with the number 1 overall pick, with wide receivers that I believe in and that are good best ball picks, in my opinion. Locked in the Jags backfield. Got Keaton Mitchell in a good offense. Should be seeing some usable weeks, no doubts. I just need to bring it home at tight end. Just putting a bunch of guys in my queue. Aaron Jones is still on the board. Right now I have a 3-4-4 build. I'm one of the only teams still without a tight end. We'll see if either one of these teams take a tight end. Dang, we almost had the Connect 4. Tyler Warren was taken here. Tyler Warren for me is a difficult one. Like Keenan Allen's there now, who's just going to eat up underneath passes as well. It's tough for me. I'm not like huge in that offense considering Daniel Jones is coming off an Achilles injury. They do have Jonathan Taylor though, which helps the passing game. I just feel like he's like getting taken a little bit too high. Like I wish he was going after Sam Laporta. We're coming back up on the clock. Yeah, I am the only one without a tight end. This guy ripped 2. Still only has 3 wide receivers though. Juwan Johnson's here. Brenton Strange, Jonah Coleman. Juwan Johnson goes. Strange goes. Hunter Henry's here for me. And he does stack up with my quarterback. So I'll take him. And then I'm going to take Jonah Coleman. I'm high on Jonah Coleman. Like I said, J.K. Dobbins really can't stay healthy. He could be the best running back in that committee. And the offensive line is great. I do also pair him up with Jalen Waddle, which is good. So I have correlation there. And then I got a stack with Hunter Henry. So that's cool. Could look to build no, I took 3 quarterbacks, so I won't be building a 4 tight end room. But most likely 3, I would say. Could look to pair Eli Raridan up with Hunter Henry. And they both could, score some touchdowns. Drake May could have a career year. I think Hunter Henry had like 8 touchdowns last year. Just doing some research. The New England Patriots are expected to use multiple 2 tight end sets. Hunter Henry and Austin Hooper are both returning. So I might take Eli Raridan with him because they could be on the field at the same time. We'll see if he makes it to the last pick. Jacoby Lane goes early. That's a good pick for that type of team as well, where he goes running back so early. High upside bet. Omar Cooper goes way too early. There's rumors that he is the number 4 wide receiver. So he should not be going above Jacoby Lane. Terrence Ferguson off the board. There's kind of like just disgusting picks left. I do need to build out this wide receiver room though. Trey Harris goes. All right, so I pair up Pat Bryant with Jalen Waddle and Jonah Coleman. Continuing with this New England versus Denver stack. And then I got Ryan Flournoy, which I'm happy to get him in this higher stakes because I feel like I don't have enough of him. He's in an offense that's going to throw the ball a lot. If anything happens to George Pickens or CeeDee Lamb, he's going to get a massive boost. And he's been getting a lot of buzz. So happy to add him to this room. Should have spike weeks as well. Regardless. So yeah, most likely this is going to be another 3-5-7-3 build, which is fine. Like I built this team with 3 quarterbacks to increase my advancement chances. So I do like it as well because when you get into the playoffs, it's good to have 3 quarterbacks because each of them can take turns going off like 30 points each week. So it also helps you advance if you make it through. I do have a lot of week 7 buys, but that's okay. Not a lot of tight ends I like. I'm trying to figure out what Drake May's over under is for Las Vegas. Because I figure, say he throws like 30 touchdowns. So last year he threw 31 touchdowns. Let's say 10 of those go to A.J. Brown. 7 of them go to Romeo Dobbs. Let's say he throws 36 touchdowns. How many could go to the 2 tight ends? Yeah, I feel like it is in my like beneficial for me to go Eli Raridan. All right, I went Jalen Noel there. It's a guy I like his talent and the Higgins news. He gets a boost in my opinion. Higgins tore his ACL, unfortunately. So now really it's Nico Collins and then Noel should be the number 2 guy there. He's just been, it was a guy I was taking a lot of in the final round, but I kind of stopped taking him because he's been injured with like a pinky injury and something else where he hasn't really trained much in training camp. But I like his talent, and now that Higgins is injured, he's going to have an opportunity to get on the field. He also wins downfield as well, which is perfect for best ball. So yeah, my wide receiver room really came together nicely. Waddle, Drake London, Terry McLaurin, Stribling, Flournoy, Pat Bryant, and Jalen Noel. My quarterbacks are phenomenal. And then I have the number 1 pick, Jacksonville Jags, locked in backfield, Keaton Mitchell, Jonah Coleman. Tua Tagovailoa off the board. Don't love that pick with Brissett and Trevor Lawrence. Not my favorite. This guy's team, meh. His first like I feel like once I don't know. His team could be good. Who knows? I just don't like these last couple picks. Oh, he goes 4 quarterbacks. I like that better now, actually. Interesting. That was actually a decent move by him. I feel like going 4 quarterbacks. See, I kind of just messed up the room probably when I went 3 early QBs. And like these guys all went 2 early QBs as well over here on the left side of the board. This guy went 3 QBs quickly. So yeah, definitely messed some people up. I actually don't really love the 4 QB now that I think about it. I guess with these guys, it's not as bad, but it's tough going 4 QBs in this type of format. This guy went all 3 Miami wide receivers. I would not suggest doing that, considering this could be like the worst offense. But he does have 9 wide receivers, so it could work out, I guess. I mean, someone's got to catch the ball there, right? So yeah, I am going to go Eli Raridan here, I think, and lock in New England's tight ends with Drake May because I don't have the A.J. Brown stack. I didn't get anyone to stack with Caleb Williams. So yeah, my team ends Caleb Williams, Drake May, Brock Purdy, Jahmyr Gibbs, Tootin, Keaton Mitchell, Chris Rodriguez, Jonah Coleman, Waddle, Drake London, Terry McLaurin, Stribling, Ryan Flournoy, Pat Bryant, Jalen Noel, Hunter Henry, Gunnar Helm, and Eli Raridan. So I matched 2 of my tight ends up with my quarterback. I matched up Brock Purdy with Stribling. I got some Week 17 correlation with Drake May, Jalen Waddle, Jonah Coleman, and Jacksonville versus Washington, Terry McLaurin, and the running backs. And then I got Jahmyr Gibbs versus Chicago in Week 17 as well. So yeah, I really like how this team came together. Thanks for joining. Next time I'm going to be doing a super flex, so subscribe to the channel. You can follow along on that one as well. Taxman's out. Peace.